Throughout Indian history, the subcontinent has seen the birth of some of the greatest and most vast empires in the ancient world. Some of these dynasties covered an area that is almost twice the size of current country of India. Until India's independence in 1947, India was captured and conquered by great emperors, who ruled for many centuries. Here are the India's 5 greatest empires of all time. 1. Maurya Empire. The Maurya Empire was a geographically extensive Iron Age historical power, founded by Chandragupta Maurya, which dominated ancient India. Extending into the kingdom of Magadha in the Indo-Gangetic plain in the eastern side of the Indian subcontinent, the empire had its capital city at Pataliputra, modern Patna. The empire was the largest to have ever existed in the Indian subcontinent, spanning over 5 million square kilometers, 1.9 million square miles, at its zenith under Ashoka. The Maurya Empire was one of the largest empires of the world in its time. The population of the empire has been estimated to be about 50 to 60 million, making the Mauryan Empire one of the most populous empires of antiquity. 2. Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire was an empire in the Indian subcontinent, founded in 1526. It was established and ruled by a Muslim dynasty. The Mughal Empire at its peak extended over nearly all of the Indian subcontinent and parts of Afghanistan. It was the second largest empire to have existed in the Indian subcontinent, spanning approximately 4 million square kilometers at its zenith. The Mughal Empire is considered India's last golden age, and one of the 3 Islamic gunpowder empires. The classic period of the Mughal Empire started in 1556 with the ascension of Akbar the Great to the throne. Under the rule of Akbar, he gradually enlarged the Mughal Empire to include nearly all of the Indian subcontinent north of the Godavari River. Then the reign of Shah Jahan, the 5th emperor, between 1628 and 1658, during his lifetime, victories in the south expanded the Mughal Empire to its greatest extent, ruling over more than 150 million subjects, nearly 1/4 of the world's population at the time, with a GDP of over $90 billion. 3. Gupta Empire. The Gupta Empire was the 3rd largest ancient Indian empire, which existed at its zenith from approximately 240 to 605 CE, and covered much of the Indian subcontinent. This period is called the Golden Age of India. The ruling dynasty of the empire was founded by Sri Gupta. The most notable rulers of the dynasty were Chandragupta I, Samudragupta, and Chandragupta II. The 5th century Sanskrit poet Kalidasa credits the Gupta with having conquered about 21 kingdoms, both in and outside India. The Gupta Empire was based in the Magadha region, and it conquered most of South Asia. It occupied an area of around 3,500,000 square kilometers. It also touched its height of its civilization, where much of its popular literature and science were documented. Further, astronomical and mathematical theories were first exposed during the reign of Gupta Empire. Unfortunately, the Gupta Empire collapsed because of constant disintegration and assault from local leaders. 4. Maratha Empire. The Maratha Empire, or the Maratha Confederacy, was an Indian power that dominated much of the Indian subcontinent in the 18th century. The empire formally existed from 1674 with the coronation of Chhatrapati Shivaji, and ended in 1818 with the defeat of Peshwa Bajirao II. The Marathas are credited to a large extent for ending Mughal rule in India. The Marathas were a Marathi warrior group from the western Deccan Plateau, present-day Maharashtra, that rose to prominence by establishing a Hinduvi Swarajya. The Marathas became prominent in the 17th century under the leadership of Shivaji, who revolted against the Adil Shahi dynasty in the Mughal Empire. Known for their mobility, the Marathas were able to consolidate their territory during the Mughal-Maratha Wars, and later controlled a large part of the Indian subcontinent. The empire at its peak stretched from Tamil Nadu in the south to Peshawar, modern-day Pakistan in the north, and Bengal in the east. 5. The Kush Empire. The Kush Empire was a syncretic empire, formed by the Yuezhi in the Bactrian territories in the early 1st century. It spread to encompass much of Afghanistan, present-day Pakistan, and then the northern parts of India, at least as far as Saketa and Sarnath near Varanasi, where inscriptions have been found dating to the era of the Kushan Emperor Kanishka the Great. Kanishka was a great patron of Buddhism. However, as Kushans expanded southward toward the Indian subcontinent, the deities of their later coinage came to reflect its new Hindu majority. Kanishka sent his armies north of the Karakoram Mountains, capturing territories as far as Kashgar, Khotan and Yarkand, in the Tarim Basin of modern-day Xinjiang, China.